My name is Paul Mozina. I live in Ashland, and I'd like to comment on the public safety fee. The city administrator cited lack of cost recovery in the single-role EMS program as justification for the imposition of a $3.50 increase in the public safety fee. This confused me because all the data indicates that the single-role program is indeed paying for itself. Then I realized the standard to which the revenue was being compared to was that predicted by the model that Joe Lessard and Ralph Sartain came up with back in 2023. What are the assumptions built into that model? We don't know. All we know is that the single-role program came up short, and now apparently the deficit must be paid by the people in the form of a regressive tax disguised as a fee. So despite covering its costs, the program did not generate the predicted profit margin, so the difference must be extracted from the people. This is called applying the business model. This is called running the department like a business. The public safety fee was presented in a way to the people in a deceptive way. And the most appalling thing to me is that no one is questioning why the calls for EMS have gone up 55% since 2020, and the calls for scheduled ambulance transports have also gone up 160% since 2020. And I showed you those graphs. Those graphs were submitted in the meeting minutes. There's a health crisis going on in Ashland. People don't want to admit it. EMS calls have gone up 55% since 2020. This is long past the Almeda fire. COVID isn't over. In fact, the damage from COVID is still present amongst us in the form of vaccine injuries. And that I believe, and I can support it with evidence, that is one of the drivers of the increase in EMS calls and the increase in ambulance transports. But we're not having that discussion at all. We're deceiving the people and saying the EMS program isn't successful and we need to supplement it by picking the pockets of the people and taking their money to pay for projections that were not met by a model that Joe Lessard and Ralph Sartain pulled out of their you-know-wheres. They pulled these numbers out of the hat. And now that people are being forced to pay the deficit because the model predictions weren't met. I'm sorry, I don't want to get angry. I'm sincerely upset about the way this has gone down, and I appreciate your time.